Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest is a catchweight contest to be held over 8 3-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 knockout will decide the winner. Introducing to you, from the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, from Salford, will you welcome Nipper Eddie Riley. And his opponent, on my left and in the blue corner, from Scotland, an equally warm welcome, please, Ian McGregor.
Now residing Ashton-under-Lyne, Ian McGregor, his boy from Scotland originally, 12 stone 2, and taking on a much shorter opponent here in the shape of Eddie Riley from Manchester, 10 stone 9, catchweight contest, of course.
Set away, round 1.
And here we go for an 8 3-minute round contest, 2 falls to decide. Referee Max Ward in charge of this one. Max Ward, one of the top referees, of course, from Birmingham. And little Eddie Riley, mere 10 stone 9 of him, known as Nipper, and you'll see why in a minute, I'm sure, because he really does show us his agility and speed here, the boy in the tights. Giving away stone and a few pounds, stone and a half. Well, that side headlock's been on for quite some time. McGregor thought so too. Nice move, the folding press. Double leg Nelson. Folding press. Double leg Nelson. Folding press again. Each time, both men managed to avoid. Crowd love it though. Nice, good moves from both men. Double-handed wrist lever now to McGregor. Just under a minute left, first round of 8. The grapevine by this little fella, I don't think it's too much effect. Unless no effect at all. The double-handed wrist lever was in charge all the time. Nice switch, but it's still McGregor. Switch the hold a little bit, giving a straight arm lever. With the joint now, back to the double-handed wrist lever that McGregor had on for quite a long time, right on the bell. Riley got out of that very neatly. He's still wound up finally in that double-handed wrist lever again, but just on the bell, his escape moves are really something to watch. I like watching this boy, he's great. First saw him in November of 1982, and he had a couple of years amateur experience.
Set away, round 2.
And I'm delighted that he's a part-time pro now, trained by Marty Jones, no less. So no wonder he's got a few speedy moves. Round 2, 7 to go, no score. 2 falls to decide this.
No, referee!
Directly, Eddie Riley goes for that headlock and strangle, which he's done attempted twice or three times so far in this bout. McGregor is out of it before he's in it. Double restraint backhand. And head scissors to boot. Nicely held, but he's still in the arm. Right back in the head scissors again. Very neat by McGregor. McGregor's going to rely entirely on this double-handed wrestling base. He's got it again. Eventually Eddie gets out of it. McGregor goes for that same hold again, and he's got it once more. At least slight difference this time. At least he's holding it against the joint. A minute to go now, round two. Once again, we see Nicky Riley trying to get out of a hold. Finally, this time he makes it beautifully. Perfect escape and counter throw. Half a minute. Nice leg trip. In front there now. Riley waiting for him, but can't do it out. It's really developing into a good bout here. On the bell. Round 3-2. Riley looks a bit askance at the timekeeper for ringing at that time, but of course he goes exactly on the 3 minutes in this case. Ian McGregor, Ashton-under-Lyne now, formerly of Scotland. Also a boy that Marty Jones brought into this game. Sports all-rounder, this fellow. Trains with the weights.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 6 to go, no score. Ian McGregor, Ashton-under-Lyne versus Eddie Riley, Manchester. Riley in the tights, red tights and stripes on the right there. Max Ward, referee, little to worry about in this bout, I would say. From the point of view of giving warnings.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just worried about that left arm. Not an attempted pinfall really yet that's got anywhere. And of course McGregor goes straight for that left arm that he sees is causing problems. Throws it again, landing him on it. Started with a Jim Briggs special move there, but so it was going to be a submission hold. Turned out to be a throw and a weakener. Nicely, quickly in there by Riley. Backhammer. Staying right back this time in case McGregor tries that forward trip again. Yes, avoided that one beautifully. Can he take his man over? Oh, rough luck. Nearly had him then. Nearest thing Riley's been. Oh, nicely switched. He's great, this boy, isn't he? Double eight Nelson, can he hold those feet? Can, just inside the ropes. Just 1 minute, 56 into round 3. And Riley, the first fall. Just about 3 inches to spare inside the ropes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 3, the first pinfall of the contest, the red corner, Nipper Eddie Riley.
So Eddie Riley gets the first one. That'll give him heart. Giving away a stone and a half here to the tall boy, Ian McGregor, and looking happy at the moment with that 1 fall advantage.
Second away, round 4.
5 rounds to go as we start the 4th. Eddie Riley now in the tights, leading McGregor 1 fall to 0. That would be something if he could come in a catchweight contest, giving away a stone and a half and beat McGregor 2-0. He was obviously thinking about it then. Both trying the same move. Double leg Nelson, both of them. Surprise moves by Riley all the time, but this time he ran out of mat. Grin on his face. He's really enjoying this, Eddie Riley. Well, figure 4 helped with the bar. A figure 4 leg lock with bar put on by some heavyweights can be highly dangerous. If Eddie Riley stands up now, it can make his pretty dangerous too. Just a minute to go in the 4th, I beg your pardon. Seconds left after that little escape by McGregor this time. Side head chancery. And the follow down with the strangler hold and headlock, but don't know if he's got the strength to hold that one on. Still the side head chancery, but reaching for it. And on the bell of round 4. Sporting handshake between each round. Very nice to see. Riley, this boy from Manchester, still leading 1 fall to 0 and deserving it, especially consider that he's giving away a stone and a half here. He's part-time motor mechanic, this man, so it makes him a part-time wrestler.
Seconds away, round 5.
Round 5, 4 to go. Halfway through this bout, Riley is still leading. Riley on the right and the red dress.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Max Ward, very little to do so far, the referee here. Now, will Riley think more of that weakness? Yes, he will.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He certainly nips out of the way. Very fast. Avoids a lot of trouble from the taller McGregor. Full Nelson by Riley, can hardly reach it. Oh, caught that one. That's the way he got the first one. But didn't hold the legs this time. Oh, yes, very neat. He was coming back cross press. Very, very good. Lovely cross press. And held the legs in 1 minute 18 seconds of round 5. McGregor gets the equalizing fall, 1 each.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, round 5, and the equalising pinfall to the blue corner, and Ian McGregor.
A good one it was, especially the jump knowing that the man was coming from behind. That was very neat. I don't think I've seen that done before. Very cute. It worked. 3 rounds to go, 1 fall each.
Second away, round 6.
Second or third time McGregor's tried that double wrist lock in the backhand position from the top, got it, and didn't want to hold it for some reason. Once he gets it on, he releases. I cannot work out why yet. It's a sort of shoulder check that to the stomach.
3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Side head chancery. Riley. A lot of people for him. Here, 2 calls have come on Eddie. Because he's the smallest, the lightest. Crowd, as usual, for him for that reason. Cross price now, he got it too loose. And it's a double arm. Now it's in trouble, Riley. In trouble here. Oh, just got out of it on 3.
4, 5.
Riley, of course, the more experienced of the 2. Naturally, considering this opponent, McGregor's. He's only been a pro since the beginning of this year. He's only 17 years old, McGregor.
It's okay.
Just a minute left, round 6. That's the sort of sportsmanship the crowd like. Riley again using his experience, coming in and staying out when necessary. The headlock and strangle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Again, that reached foresight head chancery. McGregor trying to really find his way out of it, but it didn't really work. Riley's still in charge, but the bell will save McGregor from much more problem in this round. Ian McGregor from Ashton-under-Lyne, born in Scotland. First time we saw him was in May of this year. I said Marty Jones started him in the game. Quite a bit of bodybuilding he does. He's got a long way to go yet, but I bet in a year's time when we see that body, it'll be pretty good physique.
Set away, round 7.
Round 7, 2 to go. 1 fall each.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4,
Riley using a little bit of his experience to try and force his back weakness on this youngster. Oh, he stepped a long way. And a chance for McGregor here, folding press. And the right shoulder laid off.
1, 2.
Shoulder blades not down to the satisfaction of Max Ward. Oh, yes. Again, he gets the same position. But the leg shot gets him off this time.
3, 4, 5.
Riley is so fast. Flying tackle, and has he got the weight to hold him? Cross press.
1,
Tries it again. Inside the ropes again.
1.
Only just. He's trying another one, but this time McGregor's waiting for him. Cross press to McGregor. Nice stuff by both these fellas. And the button. Oh, it didn't work at all, that drop kick attempt. Don't know whether it was meant to be a drop kick or whether it was meant to be a mountain climb there. Oh, he walked straight into that one, and trouble for McGregor here. And that's where Eddie Riley's experience paid off, because in 1 minute, 33 seconds of round 7, Riley the winner, 2 falls to 1.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, by the 2 falls required, your winner, Eddie Riley. And how about putting your hands together? A very sporting loser, ladies and gentlemen, Ian McGregor.
Your first contest is an international light heavyweight contest consisting of 6 5-minute rounds. 1 fall, 1 submission or a knockout to decide the winner. Between on my left and in the red corner from Lagos, Johnny Kwango. His opponent on my right and in the blue corner from Chelmsford, Dave Freeman. And ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this afternoon's contest, the international third man, Max Ward.
Hello, Max.
Round 1.
Bring it. This one. One, 2, 3.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Good afternoon to you, and welcome to round 1 of a light heavyweight contest in a 6 5-minute round contest. Johnny Kwango of West Africa, 13-7 versus Dave Freeman of Chelmsford at 13-12. Freeman in the leotard, of course, and the first time on television. He's practically a local boy here, because here we are at the Cliff Pavilion, Westcliff-on-Sea. Chelmsford just about 20 miles away, I understand. That probably is about as local as anybody's going to get on the bill this afternoon. Referee Max Ward right in there. And this is a 1-4 contest. So Freeman's first effort on television, and I'm afraid that Quango, of all people, is a rough customer to come up against on one's first appearance.
1, 2, 3.
Quango with his usual crossed arm start, which often ends in the headbutt to the forehead. But I don't think it will this afternoon because Freeman has got to bend the rules a little bit before Johnny Quango will be forced to use it. Less than 2 minutes now in his first round of 6. The jaw hold, here he is. And the throw from it off the ropes. Very few people operate that one except as well as Johnny Quango anyway. Oh, early for a attempted double arm suplex there. Didn't quite get it, but at least he started it off, and it's the leg lock held now by Dave Freeman. Both locked off. Well, the body slam is now by Quango with just over half a minute to go in this first round. And the leg is double locked again. Now, a stalemate maybe. Yes, a stalemate. There's no chance of either of them getting out of that. And just a few seconds to go now in this first round. It's hardly worth starting another move, if only they knew it. Well, certainly Dave Freeman of Chelmsford at 13 stone 12. He's got a job at his hands here this afternoon. It's a bit rough when they are put in the ring, first time on television, against a man of Quango's experience. I don't think Quango will use all his tricks against him today. I don't think there's any necessity to, because he's not a rule bender by repute. But we'll see later with 5 rounds to go and see how Dave Freeman comes out against this experienced man from Lagos.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, 5 to go, and 1 fall decides this bout. Johnny Quango, there he is of Lagos, Nigeria. Dave Freeman of Chelmsford. Max Ward, the referee, and 1 fall decides the contest. And a nice packed crowd here at the Cliffs Pavilion, West-Fondsey. And quite a bill on, because following this we've got Gary Catweasel and McManus, and then a great heavyweight bout between Wayne Bridges and Steve Feely to end up the afternoon's program. Dave Freeman only been a pro since 1969, and then it's only part-time.
1, 2,
This nice quick move. He's caught Quango unawares a couple of times already. Not drastic, but he hasn't had it all his own way, Johnny. So the backhammer now to Freeman. Not any real danger, but it temporarily worried the great man. Still a grin on Quango's face there as he takes that throw. Not too worried by it. Full Japanese stranglehold now to Quango. Don't think the referee will have too much trouble with this bout. A couple of minutes left, round 2. But finally gets rid of him.
3, 4, 5.
So still Freeman doing quite a bit of the attacking anyway, which at least was actually unexpected. Quango, unless he's letting the early rounds go to see how this boy does. It's the first time he's ever met him.
See you now. See you.
Just a minute to go now. Full Nelson. But he probably won't want to hold it. Freeman decides to go to the canvas. Quango may let him and follow quickly down with a folding press. No, didn't go down, reversed it, turned the tables. Quango didn't cater for that at all.
See you now.
So still the full Nelson by Freeman. Finally thrown off, but right at the end of round 2. So Johnny Quango, 13 stone 7 from Lagos, Nigeria. What a man. This one of the great favorites in the light heavyweight bracket and has been for quite a time, especially on the small screen. But I prefer myself to see him against somebody a little more experienced than he is this afternoon. He's polishing that old famous forehead, but I don't think he'll use it against Freeman. Not unless Freeman starts any inside funny stuff. Round 3, and no score, of course, in this preliminary contest at light heavyweight. Johnny Quango versus Dave Freeman. Because this is a 1 full bout. Max Ward, the referee. Dave Freeman's first appearance on the small screen. And he's got a tough job on here today. He's done pretty well in the early rounds, but Quango may have been just easing up a little bit to see how the comparative newcomer did. So he's been a pro since, a part-time pro since a few years, and Quango, of course, extremely experienced. Very nice counter there by Freeman, that double-handed wrist lever. Still Quango polishing up the forehead. I think it's more of a threat than really the intention of using it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Side headlock, Freeman, and cross buttock, falling cross buttock. And still operating the attacking move well. But one has the feeling that Quango is not really too troubled, not for long. Yes, Quango on his way to a counter for the last 30 seconds there. Oh yes, caught them. But he'll never hold him. Far too loose and far too late. Trying another one through the ropes. Single figure interlock. Quango accepts. Maybe he wasn't right to. Backhammer now Freeman. Couple of minutes in this third round. Seen Quango do this so many times, and I really cannot believe that he's quite so troubled as he's making out. Just the come on to Dave Freeman. Well, he has used the nut. Well, that'll slow Freeman down a bit with 1 minute to go in the third.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's not so much the one he's delivered of the butts, but it's the one that he might deliver any second from now on. That worries Freeman, I think. Half a minute now. Pretty firm side headlock. Turns around to a Grovit nicely. Turning the head with it. He's got 12 seconds. Right, now let's have a look at this first time on television Dave Freeman from Chelmsford at 13 stone 12 of him. 2 years amateur experience, and that was in London, but not necessarily at one club only. He turned pro part-time in '69, runs his own building company just outside Chelmsford. His hobby is water skiing at the Holstead Water Skiing Club, and he has no speciality yet, but I'm hoping that this afternoon his wife Ruth and his son Colin, who's on the stand is very nearly 6 years old, will be watching and enjoying his first bout.
Seconds away, round 4.
Round 4, 3 rounds to go, and only one fall to decide this contest. Quango already delivered one headbutt to the forehead. Can Freeman avoid the second? This is what's worrying him. Freeman really great on his attacking moves. Ever since round one, he's shown us that he can attack. But the counter comes pretty easily to Quango. And the butt onto the backhand.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he's trying to hold without the headlock.
What do you say then?
Counter coming, and there it is. Freeman wins the backhammer in the counter move. Half Nelson throw, again following it up with that double-handed wrist lever. So Quango certainly not having it all his own way, and another butt on his way, there it is. Quango a little more worried than I, for one, thought he would be in this bout, because having to deliver two of those, full Nelson now, Freeman. Can he make something out of this? Mistiming there by Freeman. Should have folded up much quicker. And again, Quango using his skillful elbow gets him unawares, folding press quite easy. And Quango the winner by the 1-4 required in round 4.